Hello and welcome to KnooTek, and this is an unboxing of the Artist 13.3 Pro, the XP Pen. Now this is to replace my current input device, which is a, well, awakened kind of substitute, which is also an XP Pen. Yes, it's just a tablet, which I use for basically, while cleaning up the edges when I'm doing selections and what have you, to remove backgrounds and whatever. And it's been good for that. But as somebody who likes to draw, I thought, well, why not get myself something that allows me to draw on the screen? Because those tablets are all very well, as in these things, well, they're not very intuitive. Because you're applying your pen to the actual tablet, yet what's happening is actually happening on the screen in front of you. So it's quite hard to make that association between your hand and pen to the screen. So it feels odd, you see. Whereas this, you'll actually be drawing on the screen itself. Makes more sense, doesn't it? And this one apparently has very good, well, parallax, which means where you put the pen is where it's going to draw, basically. Now, some of them tend to have a little bit of parallax problem where you put the pen and the point of which the actual image is going to be drawn, your line's going to be drawn, doesn't line up. So it can be a bit of an issue for some people. It makes it a bit, well, less intuitive. So that's what I got. And I bought this on Amazon in a Black Friday deal. Now, I paid €239 for it. It was reduced. Now, it's still obviously available on Amazon, but unfortunately today, the prices just jumped up to £299, or euros, I do apologise, which is 25% off. They're saying that the retail price is $399. You can buy this thing for much less than that anyway, to be honest. But I bought this one because it seems to be more of a reasonable size and very similar size to my existing tablet. Anyway, further ado, shall we see what we get in the box? Well, we've got that, which is the box itself, and I've got a knife. Now, I might have to bring myself back a little bit because I feel I'm a bit close. Now, so that's what you get. It's quite weighty, actually. I don't know what weight it says it is in the package weight, but it must be, what, maybe a couple of kilos. So it's quite weighty. Reassuringly heavy. That's what I would call it. Now, I don't like things that are too flimsy and too light. Now, I hear that the pen in these are actually quite light. So, I'd rather have a bit of weight in it, to be honest. So I might add some weight to the pen, but we'll see when we get it out. So I'm just going to cut around the plastic to remove the plastic with my knife here. And it looks like a bit like a game box, really. Like the top part of the box pulls off the bottom part of the box. That's what it looks like to me. Put the knife there a second. Remove the plastic. There you go. So retain the plastic on the top. So there we go. I might have to bring the camera down so you can see a bit better. Actually, it might be a good idea. But then you'll see my messy desk. I don't really want you to see my messy desk. It's coming. It's got a bit of a vacuum going on there. I suppose I could stab the top of the box, release the vacuum. Release the Kraken, all the XP Pen input device. So that's basically what it is. It is an input device. Allows you to input, your ideas and what have you onto your screen. Now, the beauty about these tablets is, unlike, for instance, the Apple Pen thing. Oh, what have I just done? Unlike the Apple Pen, which it use it with your tablet or what have you. Well, yeah, I'm not a lover of Apple, and I don't have Apple. But yet, this one allows you to use your own software. So I could use this with my Photoshop software. I use Affinity. That's what I use, Affinity Photo, but also use Affinity Design, what have you. I think it's by Serif Draw or something. Anyway, it's really good software. I'm really pleased with the software. So that is what it looks like that's what you first see when you come out of the box. It's reassuringly heavy. That's what I do. I keep repeating myself there, but it is. We'll get the actual tab out itself first, because I imagine it's going to be the heaviest component. I keep going on about its weight, but for me it's important. Things that are too light tend to move around your desk and what have you. Now, I believe this one, I might be wrong, I'll find out in a minute when I finish my unboxing, it comes with a stand. Now, for me, the stand means diddly squat, because as a woodworker, I'll make myself a nice oak one. Or maybe a bit Purple Heart or something. I'll make myself a nice wooden stand at the right angle for me with a built-in pen holder and stuff like that, because that's what I like to do. Like I've done over here with my live streaming desk and stuff like that. I like everything to be solid, you see, so it doesn't move around as I'm trying to use it, because that's really annoying. So that's what we see to start with. So I'll just remove some of this protective packaging, because on the front here you've got, oh, well, it just says protective film in about 100 languages, and yeah, not much more than that. So I'm looking at this. How do you remove it? That's the question. Other than getting violent. Oh, I see. There's a bit of tape on the back. Sticky bit on the back here. Remove that. I'm not editing this video, so hopefully I don't mess up. Quite likely though, because it's the sort of thing I do. So we're going to pull it out of its protective sleeve. There's another protective. No, there is no more protector. Oh, there is. There's another protector cover on top of it here. Screen protector. You've got to make your own mind up whether or not you. I don't actually know, actually, to be fair, whether or not you can actually purchase screen protectors for these, or whether or not if you did, it would affect its how tactile it is. So yeah, so this it's got a matte finish on the actual device itself. You can see that there. You get the light right. You can see it's got a bit of a matte finish. Yeah, it's like non-reflective glass finish. So I'm going to remove that because you don't want to leave that on there because it's not going to work with that on. There you go. That's the protective cover removed. Put that over there. So you see, it's got a nice sheen to it. It feels lovely. It actually feels really nice. Surprisingly, compared with the old tablet I got down there, the Wacom type thing, this actually feels lovely. It feels like quality. It really does. You see that on the buttons on there. Like, look at that. That feels like quality. The finish of it is far superior to their older appliances, input devices, or whatever they call them. There you go. So and it's got this. You've got this thumb wheel here. So, yeah, I don't know if you hear that. Yeah, clicking noise. So that's quite good. I don't know if it's got. No, it just spins. Don't press or anything. But then you've got these 8 input devices. Yeah, so basically you can assign them to different functions, which could be anything from, I don't know, opening up a piece of software, or copy and pasting, or undoing. So what I found is when I do any drawing type work, I do a lot of undoing. I cocked up there, but get rid of that quick. Undo. Usually a good idea. So then anyway, that is the tablet itself. So what else do we get in the box? So I'll put this down here out of the way. And I'm throwing my phone. My phone just fell on the floor. I'll put that there safe. Right, move that over there. Everything. Oh god, this is the thing. I'm not very organised, am I? So I'm not. Like I said, I'm not editing this video. Right, so you get a bit of cardboard. So that's great if you want to do a bit of, stuff like that. You'll do it with an old saw blade. They work well. Right, in the box. This is what you're presented with. Once you removed your tablet, this is what you're presented with. Your power supply just there. And it comes in a variety of different plugs. You've got the European plug, such as this one. You've got this one here, which is UK plugs. Now, I know the Brits out there, you love your UK plugs. They're stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah. They're stupid because since they've been safety plugs, there's no strength in them. Where that little bit of plastic is, you're relying on that little tiny bit of plastic there, and behind that it's like almost like a wire inside. They look a bit of a little rod, and they bend. Not great. And also, if you leave them on the floor and stand on, they go for your foot. I don't like them. No. Whereas EU plugs, not these ones so much, but when you got the round EU plugs, where they lay on the floor, the pins are going sideways. When you stand on, you don't bend your pins or stand on the pins. So that is the actual power supply itself. Looking at it, it is literally just a 5-volt power supply. So I might be wrong, but I imagine you could. It's USB, you see. So I imagine you could use any power supply for USB, such as a phone charger, providing it has the amperage and the output. And this one currently is, my God, it is written so small. I can't read it. It is just too small. Have I got a magnifying glass like anywhere in there? There's one here. God, still too small. I imagine it's going to be a couple of amp. I'd have thought. I'm curious now. I'm curious. Not in there. Not in there. Like I say, I'm not editing this video. Aha! I do have a magnifying glass. So what amperage? It's quite important actually, because if you don't want to use this, or say for instance you've already got a desk power system like we have on this desk, why would I want to plug more things in if I don't need to? So I'm just trying to justify using my... it's 2.3 amp. So that's 2.3 amps. So if you've got a 4 amp charger for your phone, that'll also run it. Only thing I would say is be careful with any external power supplies for any devices. You've got to make sure they're compatible, because some have balanced power. And also, like for instance, like the Qualcomm and stuff like that, we got, you know, the ones with the special charging systems on. So you've got to be a little bit careful. You know, plug it into like your cigarette lighter and stuff like that isn't always a good idea, because some of them cheap adapters can kill your devices. They really can. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to what we're talking about. We're talking about this. So in there we get the power supply, as you can see there, and you do get a stand. Whether it's any good, it's debatable. Oh, it feels a bit heavier than I thought it was going to. There's a bit of weight in it. I'll tell you a bit of weight, a little bit of weight. It ain't going to be good for what I want. I will hate it. Be absolutely honest with it. I'm a bit heavy-handed, me, in some ways. I've got finesse in other ways. Tell the missus. Well, some missus, I should say. she said, no, he's heavy-handed. So we've got this little stand here. Obviously, that pops out. Pretty obvious, really. Got a couple of little rubber feet, so it's non-slip. Yeah. And here as well, got 3 little rubber feet as well. So that's quite good design. Yeah. And obviously your tablet, your input device, your drawing tablet. And one of the feet have just fell out. So they ain't, as you see there, it's just dropped off onto the floor. And so that ain't a very good start with that. No. Ain't. And now it's got dog hair on it. I think we've got dogs. Get dog hair everywhere. Oh, okay. Pull the hairs out. I'll put it back in again with the hair. Oh well, never mind. So that's that, and that sits on there, and obviously got wind now. I ain't eaten breakfast yet. Got a terrible toothache on that much. So on there like so. And personally, I'm not a lover of it. I'm not a lover of it. If you want to, yeah, obviously you want to carry a thing about, and you want something portable, makes sense. But for me, on the fixed position on my desk, it is going to be mounted a bit like what you can see here. And my live setup here, if we can't do my live videos. So, I do like the feel of it. I'm really impressed so far. We've got a stand. So, if you can't make your own stand, a better stand, well then, quite frankly, you'll be very glad to have a stand, won't you? So, 12 minutes already. Right. So, as I already showed the power supply, but also you get this thing here. You get a little XP-Pen. Yeah. I imagine it's just manuals in the warranty card and a quick guide. Warranty card. It's probably bleaching out with that light, isn't it? Yeah, well, there's a warranty card and a quick guide there. It's really hard to like these videos. You know, when we're using in case you're wondering, it's the Logitech Stream Cam we're using. But it's when you get the highlights, they do bleach out a bit, it seems. So, a good camera. I've got a face cam one as well. I've got the Elgato face cam, which is also a better camera. Except it's different. And when I do these sort of videos, the Elgato face cam, which I use for my live streaming, is fixed focus. So everything's in focus all the time, apart from your close focus isn't that great. So the problem with that is when you're doing, obviously what I'm doing at the moment, and you want to bring something close, the camera doesn't focus. So as you see, that's focused on that. Just about, yeah. So, it does its job. Now, in this box, I imagine, are the cables. And I am correct in thinking that. Now, the cable on this is a bit unusual. You have the USB-C plug on this end here, which you might be able to see there. Yeah, it's USB-C plug. I'll take it out and pack it, because I'm going to do that anyway, aren't I? Because I want to plug it into my computer later, you see? And get a bit of practice with it. Now I might do another video. So as a newbie, getting used to it would be a good idea. So what we have here is we have a USB extension cable. You get an extension cable, so connect with, so it's just USB cords. Okay, so use this to extend your USB if it's too short with this one here. Obviously, if you're working off a laptop, it might be close enough. And then on this one, we've got the USB-C on one end. We've got USB on the other end. Oh, we've got 2 USBs. Oh my god, this is getting confusing now. Ah, I know what that is. One of these will be your USB power, such as that one. It says on there, connect to power supply. So that one has to be connected to this power supply. Yeah, provides the power to the tablet. Yeah, be careful if you're trying to grab all the power of a laptop, for instance, because it's not a good idea. And that one's obviously for data. And this one, it's all part of the same cable. It's all part of the same. What's one together? This is an HDMI. Now, what you basically are doing is you are creating. You know when you have multiple monitors, you plug an extra monitor in, your computer will see it and say, "Oh, you've got an extra monitor." Well, that is basically what you're doing with this. This becomes a monitor that you can draw on and designed for drawing. So that is literally another monitor. And this is 1920 by 1080p monitor. So it's, yeah, it's an HD monitor basically. Simple as that. Hence, you need an HDMI cable, and you plug that into your graphics card on your computer. Obviously, fairly simple on a laptop. If you've got a PC like I'm using here, got a laptop over there, but if you've got a PC like I'm using here, I'll plug it into my graphics card. But if you, in some cases, you might have onboard graphics, such as, I don't know, the Ryzen processors, the G versions, which have onboard graphics. So yeah, anyway, so it's HDMI, and you've got one power cord provided by the USB, and then you've got a USB connection to the computer, so it can get its alliance and what have you between the two things. Now, there's no supplied software for what I can see, unless there was some in this box. In the case you've got to download it. Oh, what you do you get a drawing glove. I don't know how I'm going to get on that. Not everybody uses these things, but some people do. I suppose I don't even know the purpose of it. Is it to put grease all over your screen, maybe? I don't know. But one thing I haven't shown you yet, and we've got 16 minutes in this video, and considering I'm not editing it, no wonder it's a bit on the long side. So, is this? Oh, no, it's not phallic. Don't get wrong ideas. No. You saucy devils, you. This is the pen. Oh, even it's getting a bit phallic. Oh, it's got a dom. Yes, this is the pen. Now, if I remember rightly, like my other XP pen over here, which is just an ordinary tablet, you know, input device, like a Wacom type device. Not great for drawing with. Some people might disagree. I don't like drawing with it. It feels really odd to me. Oh, that rhymed. Anyway, so how do we get this out of this? Out of this. Oh, that unscrews. And in there we have all our special little tips. Yes, we get special little tips. Okay, all different patterns maybe, or are they all the same? Oh, but anyway, they're new tips in the base, like so. And in the other end, we should get our pen. And there is our pen. I don't know how you get that out. My God, that's a very big handle, isn't it? How the hell do you get that out of there? Ah, that doubles up as a stand. I'm not sure. I'm not going to use that as a stand. I will make my own. I was just stuck. There you go. That's a bit disconcerting. I hope it wasn't the handle. I'll be like, Rolf Harris. No, don't be like Rolf Harris. Oh my God, definitely not. Ooh, don't say his name. Right, anyway, so... Oh, some people say the pen feels light. I would say it feels perfectly fine. You wouldn't want any heavier. It feels balanced. Yeah, that's balanced. The weight is at the right end. No, okay. You don't require any batteries in these, apparently. Don't know where it gets power from because it's got electronics in it. I don't know if it's power. Is it from movement? Maybe. I won't be surprised. Could be. So, yeah, I have like a gyroscopy thing in it. It's power from somewhere, isn't it? And that's the stand, as you can see, which screws onto the base of the holder. Am I going to use that stand? I will do for the moment, but I've got my debate. I suppose what I could do, I could mount that in my new stand for the actual tablet itself, and then when I put it away, I can then protect it then by screwing it on the top. Maybe I don't know. I'll come up with an idea in a minute. I don't like that idea though. Keep getting stuck. Anyway, so that is my new tablet. Now, as I learn and progress, and feel confident enough to do a video, because you get a bit embarrassed, you feel like, right, legit. Why has he got an M boy? He can't draw. I used to be able to draw, but with a pencil. It's paint a lot, actually, but there you go. So yeah, so that is my new tablet. Very pleased so far. It feels like nice quality, even if it was 300 odd quid. I didn't spend that on it, just so you know. I think it'd be even worth that. I find it works. Anyway, so there you go. That is the XP 13.3 Pro tablet, or input device, whatever you like to call it these days. There you go. It's one of them. And I have to admit, it feels like nice quality, and I think I'm gonna get on with it, because I don't know. You know when something just feels right, you think, encourages you to, oh yeah, I like this. I'm getting, oh, it's good. You know, that's what it feels like to me. I'm quite excited, as you can probably tell. So first things first, to clear the mess up, and yeah, so I can get organised and get the thing plugged in. Maybe the drivers, get them all in as well, and then it's not gonna stay there, is it? Put it there. I know what you think. Who's this numpty? Anyway, I'll leave links to the device down below in the description. And I believe that the Pro version that comes in a 12-inch, and this one's the 13.3, and a 15.6-inch version. I think there's a bigger one as well. But anyway, there are 4K versions of it as well. They are expensive. I think about, last time I looked, about €800. But that was in the Black Friday, so I don't know what they are out of Black Friday. But anyway, I digress, and that is my little video on the XP-Pen Arts 13.3 Pro Tablet Graphic Professional. And I bought it for €239 on Amazon, and it was in the Amazon, Black Friday. But now, as you can see, it's jumped up in price to €299. And even then, they're saying it's 29% off. Damn. But you might be able to find it cheaper. And I'll do my best to get a decent listing for one down below. Oh, sorry for me to go. I'm going to say hello over, but please, please, please click like and subscribe. And maybe that little bell icon, because then you get one fuzzy video in your pocket every time I upload another video. So I can waffle on some more. Okay. Ta-ta.